Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Line gets set. First down. Back to pass. It's Cook. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. He lets one fly deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. On the move, it's Haynes. Smashes through. Smashes through the tackle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's King. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Gets it out quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football, because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Now on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football, because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Got a wide open receiver. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from... Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's got room. Running toward the tape. He now has 53 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense able to corral him out of bounds and stop him at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive game, making your situation really good on the next down.
Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Cook. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to throw. It's King. What a snag by the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Comes out throwing on first down. Scrambling away. He throws into the middle of the field. He makes a catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
And what an unbelievable job protecting the quarterback. He's got so much time to go through his progressions. And when you're a receiver, you got to understand that first route might not be open. Now, I got to adjust. He adjusts really well. He finds the receiver for the big play, and they get 6 points for it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Coming after him. Oh, he got loose. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Cook. He's right on target.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we're going to go have some fun.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Lane. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On the ground, it's Haynes. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's King. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Might be looking to run. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Looking to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's King. The throw. Got a man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just about 30 seconds to go in the half. How aggressive do you want to be here? Corner's going to give them room. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they can't make the connection. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Cook. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Time to take a shot. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the open.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Coming out with it, it's Burden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They'll run it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Can anyone catch him? Tackled, but he has a first down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Going to the running game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after that completion. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They're bringing heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Getting some heat. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense set for a first down play. Scanning the field, it's Cook. Pocket starts to collapse. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Yellow Jackets will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense with jumbo personnel. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Steps away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Jones. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on it.
Looking to throw, it's Cook. Feeling some heat. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And You've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you bring more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like, you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a
all kinds of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
That's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires on the move. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's King. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They try to pop a run on the draw. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 40, Missouri 28.
1st down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Cook. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Got rid of it just in time. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric.
Missouri offense will take over. 1st and 10.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Cook. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense drags him down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. 3rd down play from the gun. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he'll be brought down.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
Grab near the sticks. It's Burden. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. It's complete.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a really good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining down drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
To the air, it's King. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Jones. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on first down. Coming after it. Makes the grab. That's a 20. He's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. That's caught. It's Burden. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And his throw is incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old